Hey everybody, welcome to another video review. So I've been doing a lot of lightsaber stuff recently, and there's more to come for those of you who unfortunately don't like them. I'm sorry, I apologize for that, but I'm wrapping up the lightsaber stuff. So there's been a lot of lightsaber reviews, and I wanted to kind of mix things up a little bit, get back to some Predator action. This is a pretty special piece. It's the only one I think that I know of, that's been painted quite like this. So this is the SKULLHUNTER, painted by the great Joe Dunaway. And I'm using my new iPhone. I don't want this video to turn into talk about the iPhone, but to make a long story short, I bought the iPhone X when it first came out, and I never changed for a variety of reasons. I have a lot of apps on there. Some of the apps are related to work, and I just was didn't want to deal with the hassle of having to reconfigure everything. So I kept my iPhone 10 all the way until now. It was like a good 6 years. So I finally upgraded. I upgraded to the iPhone 15 Pro Max. So it's like the biggest or the best version. And so I'm recording this for the first time with an iPhone 15 Max, 4K 60 frames per second. So you tell me whether there's any difference or not in the quality. I think there's going to be, but I can't tell, but I'm pretty happy so far with the way this looks. But all right, let's return our attention to this magnificent work of art here. So this is the SKULLHUNTER by Narin. And every once in a while, this guy does a couple of busts. He doesn't do a lot of busts. And in general, I don't collect the busts. I'm more, obviously the full statue myself. But this thing was just so insane that I couldn't help but get it and send it off to Joe to do his magic. Waited quite a while, but I think you can see that it is well worth the wait. This thing is insanely heavy. He is basically as heavy as a full statue. I don't know what, it's like a solid piece of resin. So, in any case, number one, kind of the weight. And then number two, all of the details again. So we're gonna start from the very beginning. This is called SKULLHUNTER. I'm using a very, very good camera now. The best camera that you can get on a phone, hopefully. As I'm just kind of turning things around. Look at all the insane detail of these skulls. Backing off just a little bit, making sure that we can focus all right. But yeah, look at all these amazing details, the teeth, the sockets, the cracks along the bone. Look at this guy right here. So all of them kind of painted a little bit differently. And then of course more skulls held together by wire all the way along the sides. Look at all of the suture lines of the skulls. Look at the teeth. Pretty insane. And more skulls. Hopefully you can get an idea here of the veining work. The weathering of the armor. The camouflage, the spots. Look at all the spots on the side. And then this huge skull that he's got on the shoulder. The dreads. All individually done. Look at all the quills. Hand drilled and then placed. And then of course the spine of an alien queen with some battle damage and some alien blood. Again, look at the little contrast of the brass in the gunmetal. See the bony necklaces down below. Kind of hard to get that shot, but I'll try. And all the different colors. And then of course, the money shot, the amazing face. Look at the mandibles. And then all the quills on the side. I'm gonna try to zoom in a little bit here. This is double magnification. Pretty insane. I want to get really close detail here. Yeah. Look at all this stuff. Look at the little tribal markings. Look at all of the shading of the bone. I mean, this thing is just insane on every level. All the detail of the spine. The blood dripping down off of it. Look at all the quills coming out. The dreads. Here's a close-up work. Joe Dunaway at his best. A little bit more close-up work. Now that I'm on double magnification, you can really see the detail of the skulls and the base. Backing out. Let's go to 1 magnification. Look at my fingers so you can get an idea of what this guy looks like. So yeah, I'll say it again. I mean, you know, like whenever Joe puts together one of these guys, it just feels like it's just hyper real, hyper color, hyper detailed. He's a big bust, as heavy as a statue. This is legit quarter scale. Most of his pieces are like 1/6 scale. So because he's just doing a bust, he made it larger. So this is like a quarter scale. If you put this like, you know, like with a regular body and everything like that and a base, I mean, he'll be way, way big, you know? So for sure, it's the big boy. And obviously, you know, I think the story or the lore or the conceit is that this is you know, like a predator who's just done a lot of killing. That's why he's called the Skull Hunter. If you think about all the enemies that he's taken down, all the skulls that he's got for trophies, especially the skull of this thing, it's like almost like a dragon or something like that. And he's just like, you know, a bad mofo, right? Bad mofo. I gotta go one more time, double magnification. Let's look at that. Sorry, it's a little bit grainy. Let's pop up. There you go. Look at all the little like that was almost like the little like bone coming out. I don't know what you call these things. They're like barnacles. Look at the little bits of quills, even around the cheek area. I guess in human anatomy we call it the malar eminences, but he doesn't have much of a cheek. It's all just all jaws and teeth. But yeah, very, very nice details on the side. Check this stuff out here. Love that. Look at his eyes. And then look at all that texture, that feeling of depth that, again, you know, Joe is so well known for. Look at the little veins under the surface of the skin. He gives that translucency. Anyways, I mean, he did a ton of customization for this bad boy. Put in all the quills. All the bony detail. Really, really happy I got this piece. Again, kind of broke my rule about no busts, but hey, when it's Narin and Dunaway, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna say, right? This is definitely one of my favorite pieces. I don't even know exactly where I'm gonna put this guy, but wherever he is, he's gonna join the family. Join the family. But yeah, super pleased with him. The SKULLHUNTER. Let me get a little bit of angle from above. He came all in one piece. There wasn't anything really to take off. Like basically this thing comes off and everything else was just like one piece, man. He was so heavy. He came in this big heavy box. Just really, really insane. A couple of the quills came off, you know, you just can't help that. This thing is easily 10, maybe even 15 pounds. I think like 10 pounds actually. It feels like 10 pounds, over 5 for sure. You got that much weight, you know, on these quills, you can imagine. But, you know, I put it back in there. I wonder if Narin will do a few more of these guys. Now that I see what's able to be done with them, I'm sort of like tempted to get a couple more painted by Joe, but he does them very rarely actually. So yeah, I hope that, you know, the extra camera quality kind of shows, you know. I'm just still playing around with the magnification. In the old phone, I could just kind of go as deep as I could, as close as I wanted, and it wouldn't really, you know, affect the focus. This one is like, there is like a limit to how you focus it. And if you want to go deeper and still get the detail, you actually have to push and zoom yourself in. So like, let's go 5 times magnification. That's pretty insane. Go a little bit closer here. Yeah, so this is 5x magnification, just playing around with my phone. Wow. That's pretty crazy actually, that it's allowing me to go that close. I mean, what the hell? That's pretty insane. Man, these camera phones, I'm like 6 years out of date. Holy cows, man. All right, that's a little bit too much. Let's get back to the regular magnification. That's a little bit too much. But yeah, I think this is the best way to show them. I'm gonna kind of move them around a little bit more. All right, man, there you go. Sorry, it's only 15 minutes. There's just not that much to say about this thing. He's just so amazing, you know. And I'm just trying to, you know, show him at all different angles, all different magnifications, which I think I've done. Try to, you know, capture all of the beautiful work that Joe's done in terms of the customization. You know, you kind of can move it a little bit. You can kind of get a sense for how rigid this is. So he comes in 3 pieces: the actual torso in 1 piece, then the base, and then the alien queen's spine. There we have it. All right, Skull Hunter by Narin and the great Joe Dunaway. I hope you enjoyed that. We're going to have another couple of lightsaber reviews after this, and I'm going to actually move one of the Narin Joe Predator 1/6 from my bedroom closet where I keep all of them. We're going to do a review, one that I've been promising for a while. One of my favorites, actually, that that they've done together in a sense. So looking forward to that. All right, until next time, do take care.